What's up? I just thought I'd take a second to show you some things I didn't show you in the manual for this 2-ton Harbor Freight ceiling hoist, chain hoist. I can see, first of all, the picture, that hook is crooked. You would never want to hang an engine or anything with any weight off of that chain. So I was lucky enough, I moved into a house that had this overhead swiveling boom. So the way I hooked up the hoist is with a hook going right to that pin, as you can see. Now it has what I call 3 sets of chains. These chains I'll call the working chains. You manually use these to lift it up and down. These chains are the weighted chains. This is how your hook should look. It should never be crooked or bound up. All you have to do is take your thumb and spin that little wheel in there until that chain starts. You have to make sure that hook is always at the lowest point of gravity. And the third set of chains are, like, I call them waist chains. The higher up you make this hook go, the more chain drops from the hoist. The waist chain, it's not holding any weight, it's just extra. So what I did was I took a bag, a canvas bag, probably a plastic bucket would work, and I just mounted it to the top, and I just gently let the chain fall into the bag. All it has to do is support the 20-30 pounds of chain, and as long as it's a soft bag or bucket, it won't hang up the chain, any of the chains, working or weightlifting chain. So what I did was, this working chain had about 10 extra feet of chain that would puddle up on the bottom of the floor here. So I wanted to cut that 10 feet off. So I looked in the manual to see how to do that, and it didn't say anything about how to do that. So what I did was I tried a chisel. Let me get that in focus. I tried a chisel. After a while I figured I got a cutting wheel, I'll just zip one of these links off. I shortened it by about 10 feet, and I figured I could just weld it back if I needed to weld it. There's no weight on this chain. This is just a chain that you work to lift and lower the chain that lifts the weight. So you can tell it's even a lower grade of steel than this weight chain. So after I got done, I cut the link, twisted it open, shortened the chain, cut off the other link to get rid of the 10 feet. Once I got done, I noticed that there's a link in this, what I call the working chain. You can see here that there's a black link that isn't welded shut. So this is the link that you would spread open to remove part of your chain and hook it back up. It doesn't require welding to squeeze it back together, because like I said, this chain isn't under any stress or weight. But there's a master link in this working chain that you can pry open and shorten your chain to suit your needs. I like it about 2 feet off the ground here, and I got it probably 11 feet to the ceiling. So just pointing that out. It's not in the manual. Thanks for checking it out.